To those Johns if they are arrested. Right now, they're hauled off to jail for a night and fined. But some cities and states are sending them to John School to scare them straight. News 13's Nancy Laughlin is live in the Newsplex with more.
Diane, lawmakers in both Texas and Colorado recently pushed for John schools in those states, and there's at least one Albuquerque man who is working to get the program here too.
A weeknight along Central. Albuquerque police are busy arresting man after man, so-called Johns, who police believe are looking to pay for sex. APD tells us they've arrested about 200 of them so far this year.
This is horrible that people go out and buy other people.
David Maddox is a criminal justice student and a self-described advocate for human trafficking victims. He did ride-alongs like this with Albuquerque police and saw firsthand people willing to sell themselves for just about anything.
Especially people who may have a disability, people who may have been molested as a child, they're homeless, they're runaways. They're doing this because they desperately need the money. They're not doing this as a chosen profession.
APD says it's a major problem, and they've started going after Johns with a program called Operation Curbside. In just one night, they arrested 30 men. Many cities and states throughout the U.S. also have what are called John schools, like the DWI classes where people see and hear the horror stories firsthand. But these classes are for people who pay for sex.
They teach them about STDs, human trafficking, domestic violence.
But so far, there are no plans for John schools in Albuquerque. A spokeswoman for Metro Court says they're already tight on cash, and starting a new program isn't likely anytime soon.
Part of the punishment for so-called Johns is to pay their own tuition to these classes. There are 40 communities throughout the U.S. that have them. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Nancy. Many of those communities have changed the name from John School to First Offender Prostitution Program.